Timeless interiors. I feel like I hear this thrown around a lot, especially when it's paired up with timeless interior trends. This is something that I believe is truly an oxymoron because if your home is trendy, in theory, it's not going to be timeless. So as a designer who makes a lot of interior design content on this app, I thought it would be fun to give you my 5 top tips when it actually comes to making your home feel timeless. If you're a friend of the channel, then you might be familiar with some of my other video content here, but I do make a lot of videos regarding different interior styles and layering them in your space. And this is something that I truly feel like is the #1 way that you can make your home feel timeless and not trendy. Generally, when you're putting all of your eggs in one style basket, this is what's going to make your home feel kind of themed and staged. So if you want it to feel curated and collected and really stand the test of time, that's where layering different styles into your home decor is really going to make that happen. If you're looking to achieve that collected feeling in your home, hands down the best way to do this is going to be through using antique and vintage pieces. This is really going to give your home a unique look that you really can't just go to the store and find. And when you are mixing in vintage and antique items, I do think it's really important to be balancing the look with other modern pops as well. I also feel like when you layer your home in this way, as your style evolves or your tastes change, it's also a little bit easier to be mixing items and cycling pieces out of your home and new items in. This will also allow you to incorporate a few trendy pieces here and there, but when the trend is over, you're not left feeling like you have to change everything in your home. I also feel like this is just a little bit more of a comfortable way of decorating because you don't feel like you have to nail your style the first time you go out shopping. You really can just collect items and really curate your exact aesthetic in your space over time. Now, I do go back and forth with this concept. I am somebody who truly feels like when you're using different colors and multiple tones in your space, this is going to help it to feel timeless. But I also understand the need of almost investing in your pieces. So sometimes when it comes to your larger and more expensive furniture pieces, going with just very classic lines and neutral colors can really help the space to feel a little bit more timeless. The common mistake that I do see made with this concept, however, is when you select the exact same neutral shade for all of the larger pieces in your home. We used to see this a lot with kind of that millennial gray aesthetic. This is where it didn't matter if it was your sofa, your bed, your dining chairs, just everything in our homes felt like it was always in a shade of gray. And while in the moment, I'm sure people were well intended, thinking that if I select this neutral shade of gray, it'll last me forever. But of course, as all trends come and go, millennial gray has gone out of style. And as a result, I think a lot of people are left with a lot of gray furniture that truly feels like it's outdated at this point. So if you want to avoid this mistake, I will say that if you vary the different tones of neutrals you're using on these items, that can really help. Generally speaking, I am a fan of warmer neutrals. I do think these are just a little bit more classic. But with that being said, I do find shades of cream, beiges, and browns do tend to be trendy right now. So at the end of the day, you kind of do have to take what I say with a grain of salt because, like I mentioned, I find these colors to be classic, but brown is just very trendy at the moment. So if you overcommit to this in your space, it could be just like millennial gray. What I would say is the best way to overcome this is if you're selecting materials that are very natural feeling and honest. So for instance, instead of getting a faux faux velvet sofa, if you actually found a sofa that was made of like a mohair velvet, this is timeless. Like this is always going to be a beautiful fabric to use on a sofa. Where if you're going for something that feels inauthentic, it feels fake, probably in several years, you're not going to be in love with it. And layering neutrals throughout your home on some of the larger pieces is really going to give you kind of a base style to work with in your space. This is going to be very classic and very timeless. And if you are looking to lean into some trendier colors and patterns, you can mix this throughout in different textiles. This could be things like your draperies, your toss cushions, and toss blankets. I often find this is a nice blank slate for artwork to go up on your wall in different colors and just add a little bit more of a pop of personality. And when the foundation of your home decor is just very simple and neutral, this can make it easier when you are looking to add just a few more focal points in the room. It's going to allow you to mix in some of these statement pieces a little bit easier, and it's not going to feel too overwhelming in your home. Some high-level tips when you are looking to perfect kind of that neutral base in your home is you want to be sure that you are using many different materials and textures. You also want to be making sure you're using natural materials. This is going to keep your neutrals feeling just very light and natural in the space. And then it's also really important to be adding in just some layers of richness. This could be through darker wood tones or even high gloss finishes. This is just going to allow some of the neutrals to feel a little bit more polished and not so flat. Two of the most important elements when it comes to creating a timeless space is going to be lighting and architectural interest. Lighting is criminally overlooked. This really can make all the difference when it comes to making your space feel warm and inviting. And at the end of the day, if you have a solid foundation of lighting options throughout your home, this is going to be very timeless. And this is also an item that can work in many different homes, many different rooms in your home. If you are looking to just simply invest in one area of your home decor, I would look no further than your lighting collection. When you have multiple options for table lamps and floor lamps, even sconces or chandeliers, these are just amazing pieces that you really can take from place to place when you're moving. And if you are looking to change around your home decor or switch up a room or a scheme, these are just such simple items to be moving around your home as well. Architectural details also have a similar impact in your space. What I will say with these is if you are looking to invest in your home by adding some of this in, they are fixed in place and they're not as easy to bring with you in your next place if you do choose to move. Adding built-in elements into your home is just a very classic and elevated way of decorating your home. And I do find this is going to give you a much more timeless look than if you were going to fill that space with just a trendy piece of furniture instead. When you have a solid lighting collection and some of these built-in elements in your space, this can really have a grand effect in your home. It also makes it a little bit easier when you are going out and selecting some of the other furniture pieces because the core foundation of your home already looks so great and timeless that you can venture out and maybe investigate some trendier items for the smaller furniture pieces, but with the reassurance that the bones of your home really do give off that classic and timeless feeling. In my opinion, the best way to avoid trends in your home is going to be by decorating for your personality. And a big component of this is going to be infusing your home with personal artifacts, trinkets, and photographs. For most of us, the shopping experience when it comes to our home decor is going out and finding items that we think are cute or trendy and adding those in our decor, when at the end of the day, your home really should be a reflection of who you are and your personality. personality. So I do find a much better way of looking at your home decor is when you find a gap or a hole that you want to fill, reflecting inward and saying, is there, a personal trinket that I could put in this space? Is there pictures from my travel that I could hang on my wall? Is there something of sentiment or meaning that I currently have that I could amplify in my space instead? And when you are incorporating new pieces that you don't necessarily have a personal connection to, it is just so important that they are pieces that you truly love. Sometimes I actually find it challenging when people approach me and ask me if I like a piece or if they think I should incorporate a certain piece in their home. And at the end of the day, I can tell you what I think aesthetically looks nice or looks good, but it really does come down to the eye of the beholder. This is your home. When you see an item that sparks joy in you or that really strikes a chord for you, that's the type of piece that you want to be incorporating in your home. It's really important when you are on the hunt for a piece in your home that you don't rush it. Sometimes I really do think it's better to leave certain gaps or holes in your home decor so that when you are out shopping or you're searching secondhand, when you see an item that really excites you, you hadn't already pulled the trigger on something that was mediocre or something that you maybe didn't love that much. This is what's going to allow you to curate your home thoughtfully and allow each piece to have a lot of character and actually match your personality. When you shift your mindset around your home decor in this way, it also makes it really fun when you are out with friends or you're out traveling. You're actually thinking about finding things or creating memories or capturing moments that you actually want to display in your home. I know this is just so fun when you're in somebody else's space and you're talking to them about their small little trinket or the art that they have on their wall. And every item just has a personalized story and tale from it. And if you do want your home to have that timeless, curated feeling, you can always go around your space and do an edit where you're just removing items that have no meaning to you anymore or really just don't speak to the qualities that you're looking to achieve in your home as well. Probably what I hate most about trendy spaces is they are usually filled with fast furniture items. These are usually pieces that are just cheaply made and they aren't really meant to last that long in your home. So if you're really looking to ditch trendy and embrace timeless, you need to be thinking long term. When you are selecting a piece for your home, you want to be asking yourself if you really think that this is a piece that's going to last your lifetime or even longer. It's wild to me that for so many generations, people would go out and buy furniture that truly would last the course of their lifetime, and often these would be pieces that would be passed down from generation to generation. I really feel like the furniture buying experience in today's day and age is disposable, and it's really too bad because pieces are meant to be in style for a season and then go out just like clothing. So if you want to get off the fast furniture hamster wheel, you need to be buying pieces that have already lasted the test of time. This is why I am just such a big fan of selecting vintage or antique pieces. One of the key reasons that these items have lasted so long is because they're made of authentic materials. Even if vintage or antiques isn't your thing and you're only buying brand new furniture, it's still really important to be making sure that if a piece is wood, it's made of solid wood and not a veneer. And same thing with a stone piece or a marble piece. When you find items that are authentically that material, this is really going to make it very durable, and the finish is going to patina and age well over time. I think one of the reasons that I enjoy shopping secondhand for these types of pieces is because they do age nicely, and usually even if there is a little bit of wear and tear, it's simply just adding character and uniqueness to the piece. I know for me personally, I take a lot of pride in finding good quality secondhand finds, and these are pieces that I truly plan to keep with me throughout my lifetime. And who knows, maybe one day I can even pass them down to future generations as as well. And because I'm somebody who loves to purchase my furniture pieces secondhand, I also feel like when I'm investing my money in a well-crafted item, I feel like down the road, if I want to sell it, I'm actually going to retain the value of that item. So again, even if you are somebody who does like to dabble a little bit here and there in trends, if the core foundational elements of your furniture pieces are made of high quality materials, it's going to mean that you're not always having to change them out, and you can focus your efforts a little bit more on smaller, less expensive, trendy items. So I really hope that these tips help you create your own timeless home. Let me know in the comments which one of them was your favorite, and if you have a timeless tip of your own, let me know there as well. Of course, if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you enjoyed hanging out here with me, don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.